everyone, welcome to the explanation. So if you are our new viewer, so we are uploading old question discussion solution in our new playlist, that is old question discussion. Okay, so you can go and check there, and if you have not subscribed our channel, please subscribe to get daily updates. So I'll be trying to solve the old question discussion of almost all the chapters before your exam. So without any delay, let's start our discussion. So this is old question discussion of algorithm and flowchart part 2. So part 1 I have already uploaded in our channel. I'll also be providing the link for part 1 in our description box. Fine. So let's start with the question. So again, question number 6. Okay, because 5 questions I have already discussed in part 1. So let's start with question number 6. So the question is, among many integer numbers entered by the user, you have to sum 5 positive number, okay, and display the average. Okay, draw a flowchart to address the above requirement, it says. Okay, so this question they have asked in 2064 GIST, okay, and it has been asked for 8 marks. Okay, so this question is a bit tricky, okay, because you have to user can enter as many number as they want, okay, like 10, 20, 30, but among them you have to sum 5 positive number. Okay, 5 positive number, you have to sum only 5 positive number and display the average. Okay, so you have to draw the flowchart for this. Fine, so let's go to the solution part. I'll be clearing this page and I'll make a flowchart in the new page. Okay, so let's start. So okay, so we'll write start. Okay, so start. After that I'm going to declare variable n, s, c and average. Okay, n for my number, s for sum, c for count and average for finding the average. Okay, fine. So sorry for this diagram, it's going like this. Next, what I'll do, I'll initialize the value of s equals to 0 and c equals to 0. Okay, after that I'll read n. Okay, I'll read n. After that I'll check the condition, that is n greater than 0 question mark. Okay, so if it is true it goes down, if it is false, okay, if it is false, so it goes to read n again, because in the question they have asked positive number. Okay, so for that we'll write this. Now s equals to s plus n, we'll sum it, and count equals to count plus 1. We have to sum. Okay, and why we need to increase the count? Because they have asked only 5 numbers we have to find the average. Okay, so for that we are counting it. Okay, so after that there is one more condition, that is c equals to 5. Okay, it's c equals to 5. So if it is true, what we'll do, we'll sorry for this diagram, it's going like mountain. Okay, if it is true, what we'll do, we'll calculate average. Okay, so average equals to s by 5, and after that we'll display it. We'll okay, fine, just a second, I'll use connector there. Okay, so again I'll use connector. So let me use, okay, if it's c equals to 5. Okay, so if it is true, I'll use connector here. Okay, fine. So a, I'll start here. So in this way you can use connector. Fine, so a. Okay, so if it is true, what I'll do, I'll calculate average equals to s by 5, sum by 5, and after that what I'll do, I'll display my average marks, average sum. After that I'll stop. Fine, if it is true. And if it is false, what will happen? It will go to the loop again. Okay, so I'll connect it here. If it is false, I'll go to the loop. If it is true, I'll calculate the average. Fine, so this is the question. Okay, now going to question number 7. Fine, let me clear the screen. Fine. So question number 7, they have asked write an algorithm. Okay, they have asked write an algorithm and flowchart. Okay, so this is a combo question for both algorithm and flowchart to read a 5-digit number. They say 5-digit number and check whether the number is a palindrome or not, they say. And this question is of sorry, this question is from 2065 Shravan, and this question can be from 10 to 12 marks. Okay, so you cannot afford to lose this question if they'll ask this in exam. So I think this is very easy, because I think almost all of you knows the program of palindrome. So let me solve this question for you. Okay, so the solution for this question is so first of all, I'll write the algorithm and then I'll draw the flowchart. Okay, so algorithm, step 1 will start from start. Step 2, I'll declare the variable. Okay, so NSRT. 3 number, I'll read a 5-digit number, that is N. 4, I will assign. Okay, I will assign okay, I'll assign N to a temporary variable and 0 to S. Okay, why we need temporary variable? In case of palindrome, we need a temp variable to check whether it's palindrome or not at the end. Okay, step number 5, I will calculate. Okay, what I'll calculate? R equals to N mod 10. This is R equals to N mod 10. S equals to S into 10 plus R. N equals to N divided by 10. Fine. Step 6, I'll write check if N is equal to 0. Step 7, if 6 is false, if it is not true, then go to 5. Go to step 5, otherwise continue. Step number 8, check if S is equal to T. Okay, so if S is equal to 2, if step 8 is true, okay, so display number is palindrome, else not palindrome. Fine. So this is the algorithm for checking the palindrome. Now let me go to the flowchart part. So I'll clear this page. Okay, I'll clear this page and I'll draw the flowchart. Okay, so hope so it will come in single page. So I will start. Okay, so I'll declare my variable. Declare variable NRST. Sorry, it's comma. I'll erase this and write again. NRS comma T. Okay, so this is okay. Sorry for this diagram again. Okay, next is read N. Okay, so it should be a 5-digit number. Fine, as if they have asked in question. Read N. After that I will assign. What I'll assign? I'll assign N to T and 0 to S. After that I will calculate I'll calculate R is equal to n mod 10, S equals to S into 10 plus R, and n equals to n divided by 10. Fine. After that, okay, so there is a condition. Okay, so there is a condition. Okay, I'll draw it again. What happened to this? I'm not able to rub this. Okay, so there is a condition. Let me write is n equals to 0. This is n. Okay, is n equals to 0. Okay, so if it is false, it will go here. If it is false, it will go here, and if it is true, okay, if it is true, let's go there and draw it. So if it is true, okay, so if it is true, so we have another condition called is S equals to T. Okay, is S equals to T. If it is true, then will display n is palindrome. Okay, else if it is true. So if it is false, will display it is not palindrome. Okay, and after displaying it will come to stop condition. Fine. So this is the flowchart. So after doing this, you'll get from 10 to 12 marks. Fine. Let's go to another question. So I think this is my question number 8. Okay, so question number 8, they ask write algorithm. Okay, again this is a combo question, and a flowchart to find greatest number among 3 numbers entered by user, they say. Okay, so this question they have asked in 2066 just, and again this question can carry from 10 to 12 marks. Okay, so secure your marks by solving this question. So let's go to the solution part. Okay, so again this is a very easy question. I think you all know solution for this question. Still, let's practice together. Okay, so step 1 it is start. Step 2 we have declare A, B, C. Step 3 we have read A, B, C. 4 we have if A is greater than B and A is greater than C. Okay, so 5, if step 4 is true, okay, will display A is greater and go to, okay, go to some step. Okay, so go to, let this be, because I don't know where. Okay, I don't know after how many steps it is going to finish. So go to stop, I'll write for now. Okay, so let's see at which step stop will come. So 6 number, check if B is greater than C. 7 number, if step 6 is true, okay, display B is greater and go to stop. Okay, otherwise continue. Okay, so question number 8, display C is greater. Okay, and I think at 9 number we'll get stop. Okay, so here we write go to 9, go to 9. Fine, so this is the algorithm. Now let's go to the flowchart part. Fine, so let's start a flowchart. So start, this is my favorite pen, so I always use this pen. Next is declare A, B, C. Okay. Next is read A, B, C. Okay. So next is A greater than B and A greater than C. Okay. So if it is true, will display A is greater. Okay. So again, if it is false, we'll go to next statement, that is B greater than C, question mark. Always after condition you put your question mark. Okay. So if I am missing in some, you just correct it, you put question mark after any condition. So if it is true, again I am going to display B is greater. Okay. And again false, so I'll display C is greater. Fine. Next I will stop. Okay. So ultimately all these will come to stop condition only. Fine. Okay. So this is this was one of the easiest, I think, question. Okay. Next is another question. So question number 9, it says write an algorithm and flowchart of the distance between 2 points. Okay, so x1 comma x2, sorry, x1 comma y1 and x2 comma y2, governed by formula, okay, d square equals to x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square, where x1, x2, y1, y2 are given by user but should not be 0. Fine. Okay, so this question can be of 8 marks and this has been asked in 2067 ASARD. Fine, so let's go to the solution part quickly. Okay, so algorithm, I'll writing algorithm first. So algorithm I'll be writing. So step 1 it is start. Step 2 it is declare x1, x2, y1, y2 and d. So 3 number step we have, we'll read coordinate. Okay, so what are the coordinate? We'll read coordinate x1, y1, x2 and y2. 4 number, if x1 equals to 0 or x2 equals to 0 or y1 equals to 0 or y2 equals to 0, we'll go back to step 3, else continue. Okay, so it's not be 0. Okay, 5 number, will calculate the value x2 minus x1 को whole square plus y2 minus y1 को whole square. After that we'll display, okay, we'll display the value of d, and 7 number will stop. Fine. So let's go to the flowchart part of this. I'll start. I will declare variable x1, y1, x2, y2 and d. Okay, I'll declare variable. After that I'll read x1, y1, x2 and y2. Okay, so I'll check the condition here. Is x1 equals to 0 or x2 equals to 0 or y1 equals to 0 or y2 equals to 0. Okay, so if it is true, we'll again go back to read part. If it is false, we'll calculate the formula x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Okay, after that we'll display D, and finally we'll stop. Fine, so I think this was one of the easiest question. Okay, let's go to question number 10. So it says okay, so the question number 10, this is a theory question. So question number 10, it says discuss the types of error in programming, okay, and how do you debug C program, they say. Okay, so this question they have asked in 2073 Shravan, and this question again carries 8 marks. Fine, so generally errors we have. Okay, so let's go to the solution part. I'll clear the screen first. So generally we have 4 types of error. Okay, 4 types of error we have. Fine, so first one is, it has syntax error. Fine, so syntax error means it is any violation of rules of programming language. Okay, if you are violating the rules of programming language, it results in syntax error. Example, if we don't put semicolon at the end of a statement. Question number error number 2 is runtime error. Okay, so error such as mismatch of data type or out of range, okay, out of range type error, okay, of array, out of range of array. Fine, so this type of error, okay, they go undetected during compile time, during compiler. Okay, so they are called runtime error. Question number 3, logical error. Fine, so these are all related to logic of program execution. Okay, so related to logic of program execution. 4th number, we have latent error. Okay, so they are hidden error. Okay, they are the hidden error, we can say. Okay, for example, divide by 0. For example, if x plus y we have, and if we divide it by p minus q, and if value of p is equals to q, okay, so this type of error, so it is 0. For divide by 0, it is infinity. So this type of error is called latent error. Okay, so what was next question? Question number 2 was, I think part 2 was, how do you debug a C program? Fine, so I'll just write the points. So first of all, debug a program. So how do we debug a program? We debug a program by, first of all, we'll do error isolation. Okay, that is, we'll isolate the part which has got error. After that, tracing. So tracing we do with the help of printf statement. Okay, so which all statement we want to see how it is behaving, so we put it inside the printf statement. Next is watch value. Okay, watch value. So watch value, it is the value of a variable. It is the value of the variable which we are watching whether it changes or not. For example, if you put any condition and whether the value get changed or not, so you are watching the variable, so that is called watch value. And 4th number is breakpoint. Okay, So breakpoint, it is like temporary stopping point, you can say. Temporary stopping point, forcefully stopping point, you can say. Okay, and 5 number, it is stepping. Okay, so it is executing one instruction at a time. Okay, so if you need note related this topic, how do we debug a program, if you need note in the form of PDF, just comment me. Okay, comment in our video part and provide me your mail address or an email address. I'll be sending you the note for, okay, detailed note for this topic. If you want the note, then only. Fine. Okay, so next is, let me see if there is any question left or not. So next is okay, so there is, I think there is only one question left now, which is Armstrong number. Okay, so okay, this will be last question for today. So question number 11, we have algorithm and flowchart. No, it's not algorithm, it's only flowchart. Okay, so the question is, okay, let me write full question for you. Fine, so the question is 11 number, does algorithm and flowchart design make program faster and easier? Okay, describe with strong supporting points, it says. Okay, and also draw flowchart to check whether a number is Armstrong or not. Fine, so let's go to part 1. Yes, algorithm, of course, algorithm and flowchart, they make the programming faster and easier. Okay, so for part 1, I'm not going to write the answer. For part 1, just write the advantage of algorithm and flowchart. Okay, that will be your answer. I'm just going to draw the flowchart here. So I'll start from start. Next I will declare, okay, declare variable. Okay, declare variables. Next I will, okay, I'll read n, a number n. Also I'll initialize the value of sum equals to 0. Okay, next I will assign t equals to n. Okay, next I will r equals to n mod 10 and sum equals to sum plus r cube, and next n equals to n divided by 10. Okay, so next is the condition. Okay, is n greater than 0? Okay, if it is true, yes, then it will go back to this part. If it is false, so let's come here. So again I'll take a condition, is t equals to sum. Okay, if it is true, I'll display it is Armstrong. Okay, if it is false, I'll display not Armstrong. Fine, so next is stop. Okay, so I think this much is for topic algorithm and flowchart. So I almost covered all the topic that they have asked in exam, and don't study limited to this questions only. Okay, this is just a sample questions that I'm going to solve. Fine, so I'll be updating next chapter. Next old question discussion that I'll be discussing will be chapter 3, that is input and output. Okay, so again this is one of the important question for theory, input and output. So I'll be covering this chapter. I'll be uploading video for this chapter. So like, share and subscribe our channel. Please refer our channel to our friends, because I have especially made this channel especially for my students. Due to online classes, they are not able to get full knowledge or full like discussion part of C programming. So I have made this channel especially for my students, for all students I can say, not for only my students, for all students. And we are also going to update other subjects, course related subject, as well as programming languages, as well as technical part, and many more. Okay, so be updated, and very soon we are going to launch our own website. Okay, so you'll get the note for all the subjects. Fine, so subscribe our channel and refer this channel to your friends also. Thank you and stay safe.